front of La Contrescarpe, a cafe where Hemingway used to sit down and write. Come on in, let's go check it out.
Un café dans le soleil aussi, avec ses filles.
We're gonna go sit down where Hemingway used to sit. Here we are, sitting in the cafe where Hemingway used to come in and write. He used to order rum St. James. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get some, they ran out. So we decided to order some Old Nick. Cheers, guys! So now we're gonna try and look for Hemingway's place. Oh, excuse me. Do you know where Hemingway's place is?
Oh yeah, it's right here. Follow me.
Ernest Hemingway, known as an American author and journalist, published 7 novels, 6 short story collections, and 3 non-fiction books. In 1921, after his first marriage to Hadley Richardson, he moved to Paris at the 74 Rue Cardinal Lemoine, where he worked as a foreign correspondent and fell under the influence of the modernist writers and artists of the 1920s.
We are now getting back to our reporter. Where are you, Fanny?
Geneviève. We're gonna go down to Place Saint-Michel, where another cafe where Hemingway used to go. Come on, follow me.
Hemingway used to go to a cafe Place Saint-Michel that doesn't exist anymore. Then, he was usually heading back home under the rain. Getting back to you, Fanny, where are you at?
So here we are in front of a bakery shop. Hemingway used to pass around the corner and smell all the cheese, the nice bread and pastry. We can smell it right now, it smells really good, but unfortunately, we can't share with you guys.
It seems like our reporter is now heading to Shakespeare & Co.
Here we are in front of Shakespeare & Company, where Hemingway used to come in and check out the books. Unfortunately, we did not have enough money to buy most of the books most of the time. This bookstore belonged to Sylvia Beach, one of his most influenced people that he met in Paris.
Sylvia had a lively, sharply sculptured face. She had pretty legs, and she was kind, cheerful, and interested, and loved to make jokes and gossip. No one that I ever knew was nicer to me.
Hemingway even wrote a whole chapter about Shakespeare & Company in A Movable Feast. Chapter 3 is all about Shakespeare & Company.
In those days, there was no money to buy books. I borrowed books from the rental library of Shakespeare & Company, which was the library and bookstore of Sylvia Beach at 12 Rue de l'Odéon. On a cold, wind-swept street, this was a warm, cheerful place with a big stove in winter. Tables and shelves of books, new books in the window, and photographs on the wall of famous writers, both dead and living.
So what are you up to, Fanny?
So here we are in front of Shakespeare & Company. We found someone that talked to us about Hemingway. What do you know about Hemingway?
I know he had depression. I know he killed himself. I've seen where he lived in Florida. It's a nice place. I know he lived in Paris for a while, and I've read a couple of his books.
What can you tell us about his books? Which books did you read?
Well, I read The Sun Also Rises, which is essentially an alcoholic's travel guide to Europe. And I also, last summer, read the book The Garden of Eden, which is a story of a woman who wants to be a man, essentially, who drags a woman into their marriage, and it's like a creepy menage a trois.
Well, thank you for speaking to us. And
Anytime.
have a great day. Here we are. here we are, sitting in the cafe where Hemingway used to sit down. C'est pas sat down.